going to make sure you grab these safety glasses, and you'll notice they're numbered, that belong to your station. So when it's your turn, if you're in station 1, you're going to come up, grab station 1 safety glasses, put them on. Alright, you now have watch step 1 and step 2, and you have your hole drilled in the bottom and in the front. So you got the big hole drilled, you got the small holes drilled, you have your patterns all laid out, you got your roadway ready to cut. So I'm coming to the back. First thing I need, safety glasses go on my eyes, not my head. I then, maybe once again, might need the hearing protection. Bandsaws get a little louder, so if you're sensitive to noise, you can put them on. I'm going to come in into the left, and I'm going to start filling in from bandsaw number 1 to bandsaw number 6. Now if it's myself and my partner, one person can go to bandsaw 1, one person can go to bandsaw number 2 if they're open. Okay? So, a couple things I need to point out. There's a dust collector system over here. When I go to use the bandsaw, this is going to be turned on. Now, I'm going to point out how this dust collection system works, and it may already be set up by your instructor, but you're going to need to double check it. There's 2 vents. This vent goes to my floor vacuum. We don't want that one open, so this one is closed. This one is currently open. Right there it's closed, now it's open. This one goes down to the machines. When I'm on the machines, you're going to notice that behind each bandsaw is a blast gate. So I reach back here and I open up the blast gate if I'm using that bandsaw. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be using bandsaw number 1. So I'm going to make sure this blast gate is open. I've already checked the vacuum on the wall. When I go to actually cut, I'm going to turn this on, but I'm going to leave it off right now, but you see, I turn that on, and it opens up the airway. You see this bag inflate. If the bag doesn't inflate, so it's kind of deflated a bit, it's because the blast gate is not open. So once again, if you see this not inflated all the way, it's because your blast gate is closed. Now I'm going to leave that off until I'm ready to cut because it's kind of loud and noisy. Now, with your bandsaw, there's a few things I want to point out. We went over this in the safety test, but I'm going to explain it here in the video. You'll see this red line going straight down, another red line going straight down, an X. My hand's never anywhere inside that X. It's always off to this side, it's always off to this side. If my hands are out here, there's no physical way I'm ever going to be able to be cut because this thing is literally screwed down to the table. The on-off switch is right here. You'll notice when it turns on, the little light turns on. When it turns off, the light turns off. Now, the light can be adjusted if you need it. There's a little window right here which lets you see the blade so you can see where you're cutting. This guard is never adjusted by you. Right now, it's at a height just big enough for your block of wood to fit, but not your finger to go with it. Okay? When I go to cut, you're going to notice I can put it in on this side, or I can put it in on this side, whichever is more comfortable. But there is enough room, if I measured everything right, to line up that roadway and to have my hand go on both sides. I think it's a little more comfortable to have the long end to the right and the shorter end to the left, but it's up to you on how you want that. Now I'm going to move in a little closer so you can see the blade and the actual cut. Now, I'm going to use the 4-corner hold on this side. I'm going to use the 4-corner hold on this side. I could also just simply use the pinch method, and the pinch method pushing my piece through. But don't forget your thumb is a finger too. Now you can see where I was talking about with the blade and the line. So I have my little roadway. I'm going to try to come a little bit straighter so you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to cut right down between those where I drew that line or down the middle of the road. That way I leave the line on the base and I leave the line on the face. So I'm going to go ahead, turn on the bandsaw, make sure my dust collector system is on, right? I'm then going to go ahead, and you can see the light kind of lighting up, and I'm going to use the pinch method so you can see. And I'm going to go straight down that line as best I can, taking my time. Don't force it. Don't go too slow though. But I just go nice and straight down that line. When I get through with my cut, my hands are nice and safe out of the way, I turn it off. Light went off. I wait for it to come to a complete stop. So just like the safety video talked about, I wait for it to come to a complete stop. Then I go ahead and I pull my material out. You'll notice I still have the line on the top that I'm going to sand down to. I still have the line on the top of my base that I'm going to sand down to, which you'll get shown in the next video. Now, once again, I'm going to move out so you can see what I'm talking about. You have a dustpan, just like before. I'm going to take that dustpan and I'm going to clean up my countertop and my table. So what that looks like is I go ahead and I get the dustpan out, I sweep up my mess, right? I sweep off the bottom of the bandsaw, I sweep off kind of behind it, off the side, because I want to clean this up as best I can. Then just like before, I'm going to swivel around, and when I do, lo and behold, there's another trash can. Take the dustpan, knock it off in the trash can. Once again, broom goes down to the inside. I go back to my bandsaw that I had it at, and I hang it up. Now, if there's nobody else in line waiting for a bandsaw, I can shut the blast gate. If there's another person waiting in line, go ahead and leave it open for them, and then hopefully they'll double check to make sure that that is open also. Now you're going to go ahead and go to the sanding.